What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the continuation of my Star Trek Online playthrough with the new mission, Solanae, Dyson Sphere. So, before we get started, if you like the content, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to comment and subscribe. So, we left off in the last video with helping the New Romulan Republic set up shop on New Romulus. I have no idea what that sound is going on in the background, but obviously the reason why the screen is like this is because we have opportunity here. We're going to unveil my new starship. Get ready. My new starship is the USS George Hammond, Sovereign class, straight off the assembly line, ready for action. This is going to be its maiden voyage. But before we get going, we're going to accept our mission brief. So here we go. So, the Solanae Dyson Sphere. This is from the Romulan leader, Dyson, from the previous episode. So here we go. The gateway discovered beneath the surface of New Romulus is prepared and ready for activation. Because the Romulan Republic is dedicated to sharing the gateway and all we learn from it with our allies, we are inviting representatives of the Romulan Republic, the Federation and the Klingon Defense Force to join us on New Romulus for the first trip through the gateway. I would be honoured if you would join us, Admiral. This mission can only be completed as a single player. Okie dokie. Go to New Romulus, which is located in the Beta Quadrant, and attend the dedication and reactivation of the Iconian Gateway. I'll be along shortly. Hell, get permission to leave the space dock, maneuvering thrusters only, and engage maximum warp upon leaving. So here we go. We have cleared the space dock, setting a course for New Romulus. Maximum warp. Engage.
It would be my pleasure.
Okay. It would be my pleasure, Admiral. As part of our excavations into this area, we found artifacts from a much older civilization that once lived on this world. These primitive people appeared to share the planet with their gods. In actuality, a species with a much higher technological level than their own. The D1s were abandoned when their gods left the world, but over time developed their own culture and technology. Then they found the gateway. It's Iconian, but it must have seemed almost magical to the D1s. Using geothermal energy, they managed to activate the gateway briefly, but the reaction was too unstable. The geothermal tap caused a chain volcanic reaction that devastated the planet. Our scientists say that ash clouded the sky, dropping temperatures and dramatically altering the climate of much of the habitable land. Radiation levels spiked and many of the D1s died. The survivors retreated to underground shelters, but it was the end of their civilization. Only the flora and fauna that could adapt survived until we arrived. You were instrumental in helping us discover the secrets of this world. Now that we have the Iconian Gateway, we feel that it could be a boon to the Romulan Republic. The entire galaxy will be at our fingertips. Yes, it does depend on what instance I'm in. Right. Oh, duck. No. Speak with Karakek. My pronunciations suck. They really do. Oh, console. Admiral Karakek, reporting.
Welcome.
Welcome, Admiral. The Romulan Republic is here, along with representatives from our allies in the Federation and Klingon Empire. to witness the dawn of a new age. Harnessing the power of this gateway will change everything for our people. Yes, we must be cautious. The D1s tried to do the same and it destroyed them. But we have been studying this gateway since Admiral McKay helped us discover it, and we believe that we understand where the D1s went wrong. We now have the technology and knowledge we need to successfully adapt Iconian technology for our own use. We have a few final adjustments to make, and then we'll be ready to go. Well, Worf interrupts.
You think you have corrected the issue?
Hey, Worf.
Consider what happened to the Daywans, and what the result would be if the Romulans lose a second homeworld.
Big fan.
I have encountered Iconian gateways twice before. In both those instances, the finest commanders I ever served found the technology to be too dangerous to preserve. It is difficult to believe that you have managed to do what they could not.
Are there problems?
No problem.
What, no voice dialogue? Come on. Lazy. No problem, Admiral. Ambassador Worf was invited here because of his experience with Iconian gateways. He has been voicing his concern with our decision to activate the gateway. My science teams are convinced that they have solved the problem of the past, but I fear that, like the Ambassador, some of my engineers have their doubts. The TAN and the Senate believe this to be an important step for the New Republic, but it is a step that we must take with our allies. We respect the opinions and want them to join us in this venture, just as the Bajorans and the Federation worked in tandem when the wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant was discovered. In the interest of easing some concerns, Ambassador, I invited you to take a final check of the data. Perhaps Admiral McKay would be willing to assist you. I am ready to assist you, Ambassador.
Acceptable. Admiral Kararek, I want to start by reviewing your science team's work.
Understood. I am in the presence of a legend.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
I don't mean to be so distracted, but it's taken a lot of work and a lot of late nights to get here. Finally, we're ready. We've considered everything that could go wrong and planned for any contingency. The D1s weren't as advanced technologically as we are. They hadn't even become a warp culture when they tried to repower the gateway. We have advantages they could only dream of having. There's some risk, of course, but anything worth doing has some risk. We wouldn't be standing on a new homeworld for our people if we hadn't been willing to take a chance and challenge the Tal Shah. How can I help?
With all due respect to you, Ambassador, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
If you want, I'll review the data my team has collected with you. Admiral McKay can review the power variance coefficient numbers for the Alpha, Gamma, and Delta monitors. Maybe I do need another set of eyes. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping. I'll find those numbers, don't you worry.
Program initialized. Select monitoring program.
Right. Power outputs. Alpha, so 45, 34, 40, alright.
Program initialized.
All PVs with acceptable levels.
Program initialized. Select. Program initialized. Select.
Alright.
Were you able to find the coefficient numbers for me?
Gonna need to remember some of this.
Program initialized. Select monitoring program. Program initialized.
1477.
Were you able to find the coefficient? Alpha is 14. That looks correct. Are you sure? That doesn't... Were you able to find the coefficient? Alpha is... Are you sure? Were you able to find... Alpha is... Yes, that's correct.
Just
Gamma
wing it.
is 47. Are you sure? Were you able to find the... Alpha is... Yes, that's...
Right, as you can see, Ambassador, we have all the numbers perfectly in order. Does that satisfy? I was going to remain silent because I winged it, as I say.
Your numbers may be correct, but have you ever witnessed the power of one of these gateways outside of a holodeck? Well, I have. I was invited here to share my knowledge with those willing to listen. Even the best plans seldom survive contact with the enemy.
Perhaps we should speak with the engineering teams.
Yes, they've been asking for the final power variance numbers.
I'm sure Commander Mayak would appreciate the newest set of data. Go on then, Worf. You take point.
I appreciate you speaking up about your concerns.
If our projections are off at all, we could end up freezing to death in caves just like the D1s. This gateway is an extremely valuable resource, but it is worth losing everything we have built here. I have new numbers for you.
Finally.
You want a full-time job here? I could use some reliable help. These aren't too bad. Better than what we had before. Maybe this will work after all. That's good.
I agree that the simulations look promising, but I still have some concerns.
So do I, but we're on a deadline.
My team has the geothermal tap operational, and with the proper numbers we can finally align the power flow to the gateway and activate it again. I'd be happy to discuss your concerns with you, Ambassador, but I'll need some help. I don't know. I'll need someone to help with the final commands to raise the pylons while I monitor the power levels. Admiral, could you help? All of my teams are busy with the tap, and it will give the Ambassador and I some time to talk. I'd ask Adrana to do it, but she's got her hands full as it is. Titan invited you here, Ambassador. He had a good reason, and he's a good man. I trust him. If he thinks you have something important to say, we'll need to listen.
Perhaps we can find a solution that will ensure the safety of all of us. Show me your projections.
I'll activate the console and monitor the power readings. Okie dokie. Very nice.
The numbers are good, but something seems off.
This gateway may not be exactly like the others we've encountered. Off?
Agreed. Sensor readings from the gateways I've encountered were significantly different than this. Could it be because of the power source you're using?
Readings like this make me wonder.
You open a door and that means there's got to be something on the other side. Maybe this isn't a one-way trip. Do you think there's something on the other side trying to get in?
The numbers aren't saying that exactly, but it's a real possibility.
I understand what the gateway means to my people, but I'm concerned about what it could happen if we open it without taking more precautions. Can we add more security?
Captains Sean and Corrin have been consulting with Kararek's security forces. I will ask Corrin to deploy some of her finest warriors. I do not know Captain Sean, but he commands an enterprise. He must be a formidable man. He also has less enthusiasm for activating the gateway than others here. I am certain he has considered all the options.
I'll speak with Sean and see what our options are. So you're the captain of the Enterprise, are you?
How may I assist you?
Rodney Meredith McKay of the George Hammond, I believe. How can I assist you? Do you have a moment, sir?
The team looks like it's almost done with the final checks. Make it quick.
Actually, Ambassador Worf has some concerns about the gateway. Okay. And because he can't come over and chat with his Starfleet officer without raising some eyebrows in his own delegation, he's sending you instead. Interesting. Tell him I share in his concerns about the gateway. What does he think we should do? Well, he wants an option to neutralize the gateway if we need to.
I'll admit I've been dubious about this project from the start.
Some things are too powerful for anyone to have. Still, it's my job to do what Starfleet Command orders, so the Enterprise is here to assist and represent the Federation. But it's also my job to protect my ship and the Federation, so I had my engineers work up some contingency plans. If Corin is bringing in extra ground troops to deal with any unwelcome visitors, that should help. My chief engineer worked up a few small spatial charges with enough power to take out the gateway. If we attach them to the base of the pylons, we'll be able to stop a disaster before it starts. I don't want to use them unless we have to. We're here at the Romulans' invitation, after all, but it's always good to have a backup plan. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Nothing like placing a couple bombs, eh?
What are you... Ah, good idea.
See. Don't jump to conclusions. Alright then, Karak.
If all the preparations are complete, I see no reason to delay.
Prepare to activate the gateway.
Initiating final power transfer.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway. We've got a spike. Attempting to compensate. No good.
Abort! Abort the mission!
Shut it down.
Detonating charges.
No effect. Get everyone out of the chamber. Into the gateway. Now!
That feels awfully reminiscent of a certain SGU storyline.
I knew that gateway would be trouble. We can't get a reading on where we are or how far we've traveled. The best we can figure out is that we are not in normal space anymore. And we are trapped. The scientists have been able to get a few readings from New Romulus, but the gateway was damaged. We cannot use it to return. A few people managed to grab some supplies on their way through the gateway. They might have something useful. Check the crates. Assist with the wounded. Once we have seen to the immediate problems, then we can worry about getting out of here.
Understood, Ambassador Worf. Alright. Time for some mundane tasks. Alright. Don't worry, you'll be alright. What's up, Silkyoda? I'll be okay, Admiral. It's just a scrape. Apply bandage. I can imagine a next-gen version of this game featuring NPCs with a chat GPT bot tied into it, providing non-stop stories. That'd be pretty good. It's my left arm. It hurts to move. Apply a sling. You're welcome. It's my ankle. I can't put any weight on it. I hope we don't have to move quickly. I don't think I can walk, much less run. Scan injury. Level 2 sprain detected. Patient should report to sick bay. If regeneration is not available, field treatment is allowed. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Okay. Ice. Compression. Elevation. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, make the galaxy feel a bit bigger than the instances we have. A rock hit me on the way through the gate. I guess it could have been worse. I could have still been there when the top of the cavern came down. Use auto.
I believe I have found a way to open this door, but it will take 2 of us to override the controls.
Yes, Strange New Worlds was good.
I think I can open this door, but I will need your assistance. Once I override the security protocols, you will need to rewire the primary motivator to release the locking clamps. Are you ready?
I am.
Now, to see what lies beyond.
Kapla! Let's go. Scan the exits. 3 doors. Which one to choose?
I am picking up something beyond this door. My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind. There is another large room further down this hallway.
And this one?
Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of Tetrion radiation?
Let's have a look at the map. Well, the left route obviously is the way out.
As much as I hate to say this, we will cover more ground if we split up.
Okay.
Agreed. We should keep in contact as we search.
Commander Nignon will accompany me.
If there is a way home, we will find it.
I will accompany you.
I'll organize a security detail to remain here. Order Federation security officers to organize security. Alright, yeah. I'll take care of things here. Good luck and watch your back. We don't know who else could be in this place or what they want.
Come.
Alright, sound cut out for no reason. Silco Yoda, what do you think of the new season of Picard anyway? Have you seen anything yet of it? Environmental life support controls, nice. Have you watched the new season of Star Trek Picard? And if so, what do you think of it so far?
I'm picking up some odd Tetrion readings, and we've been able to confirm that we're in subspace.
But there's nothing conclusive yet. I think we're in a medical facility, although it's not like any sick bay I've ever seen before.
This facility is mostly automated. That doesn't mean it's abandoned.
We're keeping watch for automated security. Nothing we can't handle yet. but we found something interesting in this room. It looks like some sort of targeting array. I'm going to try and find out more about it. Perhaps there's a way out, Captain.
Maybe it's a way to open a gateway to a location without a corresponding one on the other end.
I'll check in when we know more. Sean out. Ambassador, I think we should take a closer look at the large console.
Good idea. If there is a targeting system and a medical bay, we may find the equivalent of a shuttle bay as well.
Agreed. So Sat, TBG, I'm finding it better than the first 2 seasons. I hate all Kurtzman Trek and consider it personally all non-canon and refuse to engage with it. Wow. The 3rd season's actually pretty decent so far. Alright. This is the main control console for the environmental controls in this facility. The environment can be set to accommodate a wide range of humanoids and non-humanoid species. Whoever used these controls last set the environment for a breathable oxygen-nitrogen mixture that is standard for most humanoid species. You cannot determine how long it has been since they were last accessed.
We have not heard from the security detail. We need to check in with them.
Security detail, answer.
Are you sure something here is not blocking our communicators? This is suspicious. We should check in with Corin and Sean's teams.
Okay, Captain Corin, come in.
Corin here.
We haven't found anything this direction yet. I'll return to our starting location and find out what happened. Good luck, Sean.
I've found what appears to be some sort of targeting system.
That's strange. Captain Sean, what is it?
Did you hear that? We should... Ensign, look out!
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
Let's go then. Where are we going? This way? What's that? I listened to reviews. Season 1 of Picard literally killed the universe, so Season 2 and 3 make 0 sense. Well, I like Season 3 is kind of like on its own. Anyway. You find a Starfleet issue phaser, but this one has several adjustments made to it to maximize its power. The work is impressive. Sean's tricorder is still recording, but there's a 4-minute gap in the file. Interesting. It's a standard issue toolkit. You know the ensign with Sean was carrying one like it.
No sign of Sean's team. We are not alone here.
This appears to be a targeting system of some sort with settings for 6 coordinates. It shares some characteristics with a transporter, but the technology is so far beyond what you've seen before that you're not sure you would be able to operate it.
This does not bode well.
No, it does not.
Rendezvous with Corin and the others.
Okay. This way? Got him, Worf. Bit of action. Anybody else?
Gone. They would not have left without their supplies or weapons. Can you hail them?
Anyone?
We must find Corin and the others.
The only way left to us is the path Corin took. We may find the answers we seek there. We need to hurry. We're all in danger here. Already out.
Wait. I know this place. I have been here before.
Interesting.
This table. I saw one just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Blood. Klingon and Farasan. Korin put up a fight.
Isn't that a Mekhlef? The weapon, the Klingon weapon on the floor? That's what it's called.
There are data entries here that correspond to our missing people. They will be taken for examination soon.
That's the episode where people were being snatched off the Enterprise while sleeping. I think you're right. Oh.
It was a Solanagen-based race, and I have seen this before. When I served on the Enterprise, we attracted attention of aliens who existed solely in subspace. They abducted us, experimented on us. We did not know why, but their actions went far beyond mere curiosity.
Was there some probing?
We were able to stop them before they established a pocket of subspace on board the ship, but not before they sent a burst of energy through. If these aliens served the Iconians, that energy could have been a message. Korin was not taken without a fight. Of that I am sure. And this table has not been used yet. These aliens must be holding the others. It is only a matter of time before they will be examined as well, and the experiments can be deadly. Everyone here is in danger. We must find and free them.
We'll find the others. Don't you worry, Ambassador Worf. We got this.
There is a holding area down this hall. We should... Automated defenses! Defend yourself! That Guardian was damaged by a disruptor. Korin's work. We can overload the power cell from that Guardian. It should blast through the door.
Right, yeah. Activation log. Okay.
Be ready. There may be more Guardians beyond this door.
Here we go. Oh, they're not working. Just gonna scan this. Don't worry about me. They were chopping limbs off and reattaching them, changing one person's entire blood for something else. Oof. I think I remember the episode. I've literally just finished rewatching the entirety of Next Generation. Don't worry, people, you're free. There's nobody in it.
I don't see Captain Sean or Mayak here.
Where are they?
There's no more time.
We need to stop wandering around this place and get back to New Romulus. Staying here is the only going to get more of us killed.
No. There is still someone missing who could be saved. We are not leaving without them.
He's right. We'll keep looking. They rebuilt the table between them on the holodeck. I'm trying to peg down the episode. I can't remember it. When you binge a series, it kind of gets blurred if it's not a really good episode. I remember these guys. They have jogged my memory. Weird guys. They're not there anymore. Captain Sean! Captain Sean! Ooh. Bit of overkill. Sean is pale and unresponsive. His breathing is shallow and his pulse rate is dropping. He requires immediate medical attention. A tricorder scan shows that Sean's left arm and both antennae have been surgically amputated and then reattached. An unknown foreign substance has been introduced into his lymph nodes and his superior vena cava has collapsed. Sean's cardiovascular and lymphatic systems have been seriously damaged by the experiments. He requires immediate medical attention. The suggested procedure is to regenerate veins, restore circulatory function, and purge lymph nodes. So, regenerate the veins, restore, purge.
What happened? How... Can you help Mayak?
Nope. Okay. A quick tricorder scan reveals that Mayak's blood has been completely replaced with a synthetic liquid polymer. Even immediate medical attention would not help. His family and friends will want to know what happened. It may not provide comfort, but it could provide closure. You carefully remove his communicator and identification so they can be returned to his loved ones.
There's nothing more we can do here.
If we want any hope of finding other survivors or stopping what's happened on New Robinus, we need to keep moving. Ambassador?
Agreed. The best way to honor Mayak's memory is to save his new home.
Agreed.
The gateway energy signature is emanating from somewhere across this expanse. We need to find a way across.
My scans indicate there's some sort of control system at work.
Perhaps we can use that to activate a connection to the next platform.
I'm picking up more of those automated defenses.
They are at my tricorder's maximum range, but they will be upon us quickly. The wounded are too weak to put up a fight. We should cross quickly and make our stand from a position of strength.
You should scout ahead. Corrin and Sean will remain with the injured and defend them if the Guardian drones arrive.
Agreed. Let's go.
Scout ahead. We will escort the others when the way is clear.
One-man army, ain't I? Ooh. What's this? Something yellow and floating. Database entry. Sol system. Or system Sol. Dominant species human. Servitor presence, level 4 surveillance and effect. Ideal site for harvesting. Servitor race have used disease, epidemics and eternal conflict in ancient past to gather specimens for study. Population is numerous but mostly peaceful. Poor candidate for severe status. High high creativity levels and self-preservation instincts make them inclined to fight rather than submit when faced by overwhelming foe. See Borg for more information. Can be aggressive when threatened. Recommend that all activities in the system be covert until invasion is launched. Target for extermination. If Sol system is eliminated, models show that political entities known as Federation may collapse.
The Sol system. Earth.
And the plot thickens. Let's have a little wander quick. Storage facility Z9B. Purpose: supply of transport surveyor troops during expansion and pacification actions. Capacity 4.7 million units. Docking stations 220. Current status error. Storage facility 798 has Z98 has been in stasis mode for error cycles. Connection to gateway network unstable. Damn. System Kronos. Dominant species Klingon. Surveyor presence level 4 surveillance in effect. Aggressive warlike species that dominates this area of space. Strong tendencies to fight rather than submit. Harvesting program in past have been problematic. Only successful when used in concert with internal conflict. Possible candidate for surveyor race. If key members of government and entities known as the Great Houses could be used to direct rest of population. Military structures in most organizations make population already accustomed to taking orders from superiors. Recommend study of honor in society for use as a tool for control. If population can be absorbed into surveyor species, it would be a great addition to our fighting strength. If they cannot, extermination must be swift. We cannot give the Klingons a chance to organize against us.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck. It is a live image of my world.
Kind of like cataloguing the different species of the galaxy, aren't they? System Vandros 4. Species Dominion. Surveyor presence level 9 surveillance in effect. Dominion scientists discovered an intact gateway 37 cycles ago, but it was destroyed by opposing forces before they could activate it. There are other gateways in the region that remain inactive. Agents are in place to stop the Dominion from discovering the location of these gateways before we are prepared. As the Dominion themselves, we recommend observation but no engagement. The Dominion are organized and used to subjugating large numbers of species spread across a large area of space. When the Alpha and Beta quadrants are firmly under our control, then we will have the resources needed to conquer the Dominion as well.
Vandros 4. I remember this world. We found an Iconian gateway there during the Dominion War.
So that leads down there. Connection to gateway network unstable. Immediate attention required. Gateway 7,255. Gateways inactive 5,967. Gateways damaged or inoperable 880. Gateways in Andromeda active. Unauthorized connection to the network detected in Hobo system. Ooh. So a lot of gateways. Andromeda, that galaxy, yeah? Interesting. System, New Romulus. Blah. I do know how to speak, guys. Bear with me. Dominant species, Romulan. Surveyor presence level 8 surveillance in effect. Survivors of Romulan extermination have gathered on site of former D1 homeworld. They have uncovered sites belonging to surveyor races and are attempted to reactivate Gateway. If Gateway is successfully activated, they may threaten entire network. Attempt to use Alachi to eliminate threat unsuccessful. Alliance with Tal Shah problematic. Romulans as a species shown more self-determination and willpower than in previous observations. Leader known as Sela must be controlled or eliminated. Several key members of Romulan Republic Gateway research team have been taken for additional study without their knowledge. Brain scans of researcher Adrana have yielded vital information about projects. Agents have used that information to destabilize Gateway if activated. Seismic instability will affect the entire planet. Expected outcome is 70% reduction in population. Remaining survivors must not be allowed to form organized groups. Recommend subsuming them into Alachi as soon as possible.
New Romulus. The tectonic activity is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it.
System, Iconia. Dominant species, none. Surveyor presence, level 1, surveillance in effect. The homeworld is still unsuitable for habitation, although surveyor races have begun subspace modifications in preparation for invasion. When Quadrant is pacified, we will use forced labor to terraform world for our return. All must be as it was.
I know this planet.
Alert. Safety measure status 6 in effect due to gateway instability. All space gateways for large ship movements have been withdrawn to subspace until network instability is addressed or proper activation codes are transmitted. I kind of get like Forerunner vibes from Halo, but with less like malice intent. System, Quora. Dominant species, Quarren. Surveyor presence, level 6 surveillance in effect. Industrious and technologically advanced planet. Extremely low level of automation means population must constantly refresh workforce. Use of radioactive mines to infect ship crews and bring them to Quora is interesting, but ultimately ineffective. We would require greater amounts of loyal surveyors to pacify Delta Quadrant than this method would provide. Recommend cooperation and eventual inclusion as a surveyor to race. In exchange for their loyalty and detailed information on their indoctrination techniques, we will alleviate their manpower problems.
The Delta Quadrant? Does the Iconian influence reach so far?
Current says ship Obelisk 1 Surveyor Solanae. Status ready to deploy. Activation codes authorized. Waiting for navigational input. Okay. Accolade complete. Reconnaissance. Oh no, the Arcadians were a severely brutal, oppressive race known as demons and known for their brutality when putting down insurrections. Yeah, I gathered.
This appears to be some sort of master control panel. I believe we can use it to open a gateway.
And weren't they ultimately defeated by an alliance of different species? Back in the day, obviously.
Can we access the database? We must know what the Iconian plans are. We need to download the data and move everyone here before more Guardians arrive.
So they use their gates to travel instantaneously to other worlds. Yes, they do. Yeah, they're kind of like Stargates, but without, yeah, a gate.
I will remodulate the power system while you reroute the flow.
That's a star chart. Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Look! That's the new Romulus gateway!
Damn. Oh, okay. I missed that. Right, green. Green. Blue, blue, green. Blue. Blue. Green. Red, red, yellow, yellow. Red. Red. Yellow. Yellow.
The gateway on New Romulus was reset.
It wasn't the only one. Ambassador, we'll cover you as you download the data. The paths are retracting.
They know we're here, and I don't think they're happy.
Do you hear that? That doesn't sound good.
Security reinforcements are inbound. We should use this gateway.
Worf! We're out of time!
I have
Got it.
downloaded what I can. It is time to leave. We have cut the network's connection to the new Romulus gate, which should stabilize the situation there. There will be some damage on New Romulus, but it could have been far worse.
Rightio. Let's go, everyone, through the gate.
This is a bridge. We have walking wounded, but some of us can still serve. Where do you want us?
I know. At your stations, Sweeper. But if they went into subspace and become these watchers, scary. Well, I think they went away, didn't they, to another galaxy? Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. This appears to be a tactical console with controls the ship's shields and power levels during combat, with secondary access to weapons. Captain Shaw would be the most effective officer here. This panel provides bridge controls for engineering functions, including damage control. The Captain Corin has the necessary experience for this station. Okay. Sensors and deflect dish controls. Although Aldrana lacks combat experience, she is the best choice for the station. Or Satyona. I think he would have to ask him for the card because the ultimate thing was left open. I hate voice to text. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't put punctuation in. I'm stuck. This is the primary weapons control. You can think of no one better suited for a position like this than Ambassador Worf.
We have saved the Romulans' home world, but the gateways are open now. All of them. We do not know who will use them. It may be the Alachi, or it may be something far worse. We must warn everyone of what is coming.
Of what? Activate the gateway and take us out.
Receiving tactical telemetry. I'm detecting another gateway in the Jarrett system. It's big. Ship-sized.
The gateway is transmitting a high-band subspace signal. Sensors are picking up Elachi ships on an intercept course.
I suggest we go there and contact New Romulus for reinforcements.
Agreed. Can we use that gateway?
Not from here. I can make a gateway for us and set a destination close by, though.
Do it. Do it.
Taking us out.
Captain Picard was the Arcanius historian.
Sensors show that we are in the Jarrett system. Systems are all reading normal, but objects sighted near the ship. It is an Iconian gateway.
Hail the Romulan Republic.
I'm very glad to see you all safely returned.
Okay.
When the quakes began, we lost all communications with the gateway chamber and feared the worst. But where did you go? Through the gateway? And what is that ship? I've never seen anything like it.
I think you need to realign your camera, mate. I'll provide a full report as soon as I can. Suffice it to say that we had to open the entire Iconian gateway network to save Romulus.
You reset. Elements preserve us.
There could be hundreds of gates, thousands. Are they all active now? There was a ship-sized gateway hidden in subspace in this system.
Enough talk. The gateway is transmitting a signal. I am picking up a corresponding one from an entire fleet of Alachi ships on an intercept course. Send every available ship. We must fight if we are to survive.
Continue.
Sending reinforcements now. Good luck, and may the elements protect us all.
We will hold the Alachi here until reinforcements arrive.
We will hold off the Alachi until Allied forces arrive.
Press the launch button to create a wing of fighters to aid you in combat. Each hangar supports 2 wings.
I don't have any fighters.
Federation Academy ships are reporting your location.
Romulan ship singularity core is destabilizing.
We need to hold the Alachi until reinforcements arrive.
Understood.
Where are the Alachi? Regroup.
More Alachi inbound. Hold them off.
we go.
Flagship was set. Where did that gateway come
from? Hey, the Enterprise. What up?
Enterprise to Captain Shaw. Good to see you, sir.
Glad you could make it, Enterprise.
Sensors indicate an Alachi dreadnought is approaching at high warp.
The Alachi can send their entire fleet. We will not fall.
Big ass gateway, isn't it? Oh, how do you get behind me? Just stare it down. That was good.
There is still the matter of what to do about the gateway. That discussion cannot be delayed.
Agreed.
The Alachi forces have been destroyed. No further hostiles inbound. Captain Sean, the Enterprise should scan the gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space. It belongs to the people of the Romulan Republic.
Another invading force could arrive at any moment.
Afraid of a fight, Captain?
Corrin, prudence is not cowardice. The gateways are powerful. They may be too much for any of us to control.
We should disable it before it becomes another threat to the Romulans, and to us all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully support our Romulan allies in this matter.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that. But then, I don't know what we picked up, but the monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer, and engines are offline. We need you back on the Enterprise, sir.
I see. That changes things significantly.
Indeed it does. I should return to the Borderskew. Worf will be waiting for you. Corrin to the Borderskew. One to transport.
I should return to New Romulus immediately.
Ambassador, it was a pleasure to work with you. I wish we could have had that talk.
Agreed. Another time. Send my regards to your chief engineer, Captain.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise.
Chief O'Brien.
Transport me directly to my ready room.
Today was a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself and your allies. It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people will need to face. If we are to survive, we may need to face them together. It was an honor to fight beside you.
It was an honor to fight beside you, Worf. Kapla! Let's get a quick look at the Enterprise, shall we? Odyssey class Star Cruiser, nice. Right. While it is regrettable, that so many gateways were unlocked, I know that together we will face the future. Our government will be in contact in regards to this Omega situation when we are prepared to act. I know you will be involved. Thank you, Admiral, and good luck in the future. Ancient omnidirectional beam array. 409 proton anti-proton damage. Nice. Or you got this one. This one gives you slipstream drive, slipstream turn. Maximum warp factor 5. Go with the omnidirectional beam, I think.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Yes, I am ready. Engage. Straight through the gateway. Oh! Nailed it. Straight through the hole. Don't know if I caught that then. Alright. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant, Admiral. A journey that once took 30 years at maximum now takes mere minutes. Did we just go as far as Voyager did? Not quite. We're on the border of the Delta Quadrant. Specifically, we are within the Solanae Dyson sphere, a spherical structure built around a star. The sphere itself has a diameter that is nearly 200 million kilometers, or the equivalent of 250 million M-class planet surfaces. How much of the sphere has been explored? You're looking at it. The sphere is huge, and it could take us a lifetime to completely understand its construction and technology. We're taking it slow until we know more. That's where you come in, sir. We could use help from the George Hammond. Before we get started, though, Sub-Commander Kyle wants to receive a briefing about Omega particles from our chief scientists. Okay, I'll speak to the chief scientist. I can buy ships here? That's cool. All basically standard ships. Right, yeah. Is that Chief Scientist? That's the exchange. You are the one I want to speak to. Hello, Admiral. Cal has asked me to be brief, as there is a lot to be done. We found massive amounts of Omega particles being produced within the Dyson sphere. These particles are extremely unstable, and when detonated, they will damage subspace, making warp travel impossible in vast areas around the detonation site. In the past, we've only had to deal with small amounts of Omega particles. Now, we have a structure that is mass producing them for unknown purposes. What is the plan to neutralize the Omega particles? The plan is twofold. First, we must find and destroy any existing Omega particles. Secondly, we must discover whatever is producing them at such an alarming rate and stop it. The Federation and Klingons have agreed to join an alliance with the Romulan Republic in order to see this done. These particles threaten us all. This would be simple, except for, well, perhaps it's best if you hear more from Sub-Commander Cal. He's asked to speak with you. Okay, very well, I'll talk to him. Alright.
Welcome to the Solanae Dyson sphere. My name is Sub-Commander Cole. This is the main command center for Joint Alliance Command, a multi-species task force willing to work together toward a common goal, for now at least. The gateway you use to get here is in Republic space, so the Republic is taking the lead here as well. Our mission? To destroy the Omega particles this sphere creates, and neutralize its ability to generate more. The first scouts into the sphere confirmed that it was producing massive amounts of Omega particles for an unknown purpose. Given enough time, this sphere could produce enough Omega particles to completely annihilate warp travel in all known quadrants of the galaxy. We thought this would be a sweep and clear operation, but we were waylaid by a species known as the Voth. The Voth claim to be natives of the Delta Quadrant, are extremely technologically advanced, and they want the sphere. Now we're in a fight for control. The Voth are determined to gather the Omega particles. We're still determining why, but this is a threat to all warp-capable civilizations. I can't stress enough how important it is that we stop the Voth and neutralize the Omega particles. There's a lot to do. Shall we get started?
Yes, let's. Are you ready to begin, Admiral? The Solanae Dyson Sphere is unlike anything we've ever seen before. I have new directives for you from Allied Joint Command, Admiral. Supply woes. While the minefield helps to keep VOF ships from entering Allied space en masse, occasionally the VOF will slip one or two small vessels through with their advanced cloaking devices. We have a range of tachyon probes frequencies that can sometimes detect VOF ships, but we'll need to get up close to have the chance of success. We want the George Hammond to search the zone for any VOF ships that might be hiding. And escalation. The activation of the gateway at the heart of the Solanae Dyson Sphere has given us access to another Dyson Sphere, originally found near the Genolan system, that is now located deep in the Delta Quadrant. The Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Empire have put aside their differences in order to unite against common enemies, but they need skilled captains and crews willing to join the fight. Travel through the gateway and contact Delta Command once you reach the Genolan Dyson Sphere in the Delta Quadrant. Well, that's why I'm here. Right. Use the gateway in the Beta Quadrant to enter the Genolan. Well, I'm here, aren't I? Return to your ship in the Dyson Sphere. Right, yeah. One to beam up. Energize.
We run missions here from Joint Command, the center of all Allied operations. This is the supply depot. We use it to ship supplies to our forces and to store any unusual or dangerous technologies we find here. This region is the minefield. It is used as a barrier to keep Voth forces out, although some still slip by. And this is the ion stream. A series of structures moving a high volume of charged particles and exotic radiation through the area. Each of these areas could use your help. Good luck.
Okay. You have received area mission. You can access the area mission from 4 main neighborhoods in the adventure zone. You will receive one several possible mission when you exit the area. Okay. Maximum impulse. Let's go. Ah, the Voth. Alright. Easy. What's that? Assist the USS in the Ion Stream section. I'm here. Good to see you, Admiral. See the ion streams? The energy in them can be rerouted into the power cells of a starship and delivered to other areas of the sphere. This energy helps us better understand how the sphere activates. Can the George Hammond take some of the ion stream's energy to our tower in the minefield? I can do that. Alright, stored charges from the ion stream. Minefield tap. That Gorn. We'll put the energy to good use, but we need more help here, Admiral. The minefield is the last line of defense against the VOF moving in from the contested zone. Several of our mines have stopped working, and we don't know why. Can the George Hammond scan some of the deactivated mines and determine the problem? We'll do that. We'll do what we can, except... Oh my god. Over it.
Scanning in progress.
Watch out for the mines, people.
Scanning in progress. Scanning in progress.
Thank you for your assistance, Admiral. You said the VOF are remotely disarming mines by transporting parts out of them. We'll see what we can do to get around that. For now, you and the George Hammonds are needed elsewhere, specifically in the contested zone. Speak with me when you are ready for your next assignment.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Right. The contested zone. We have more operations outside the Allied zone, Admiral. The contested zone is right near our border, and it's where our forces are currently engaged with the VOF, both in the atmosphere and on the ground. It's a contested fight for control in the area. If we slip, the VOF will overwhelm us. We could use your help out there. Travel to the contested zone and see what you can do. Aye, aye, Sub-Commander. Full impulse. Let's go. USS George Hammond, you are clear to travel to the contested zone.
This is the contested zone. Our forces here are in a constant conflict with the Voth. There are 5 fronts in the zone, and each of them need your help. Here, we are fighting the Voth over towers that are critical to our control of the zone. I would advise you help only if you have other starships to provide support. In the center of the contested zone is the battle zone. Commander Arnold is leading the ground fight there against the Voth. He needs anyone who's willing to assist. Make no mistake about this. The contested zone is an active conflict. Be careful out there.
Let's go then. Alright. Missing the Allied zone yet? I hope not, because we need every ship to push the Voth back. If you're ready, I have more orders for you. The next comes straight from Commander Arnold, our liaison for the ground battle zone. I have new directives for you from Allied Joint Command, the Omega standoff. There is a ground war waging as we speak in the battle zone. Commander Arnold is commanding Allied forces in an attempt to gain control over Omega particle silos. Unfortunately, the Allied forces there are understaffed, and under-equipped. They're too far away from the supply depot for us to really reliably send supply shipments. Alright? And they can always use more combat-ready recruits. Commander Arnold and his forces could use your help. Admiral, can you spare it? I suppose? Looks like a damaged ship here. Right, red alert, shields up. Enemy forces directly ahead. pad of weapons. Fire! My first kill of the testing zone. God, I took my shields down quite quick, didn't I? Man, this bastard cruises. Like, well defended, isn't it? My Joe's rank 50. There it is. Seismic stabilizers. Right. 3 to beam.
This is the Voth battle zone. Our goal is to take control of at least one Omega particle silo. Here's how we do it. This is a map of the battle zone. There are 3 regions, each made up of multiple capture points. When the Voth hold a capture point, it is red. When we take control of a capture point, it will change to blue. Capturing points advances us towards our goal, represented by this meter. When it is full, we can make our final push to stop the Voth at the Omega particle silos. We must capture at least one of these silos to claim this battle zone for the Alliance. Good luck.
Right here. I hope things go well.
The goal of a battle zone is to capture and hold the majority of points.
Alright, I hope things go well in the battle zone.
Your map shows which points are controlled by allies and
Damn
enemies.
computer. When you're ready, speak with me again. Requests for aid are arriving at a constant pace. We could always use help by just...
The overall status of the zone is displayed here.
Let's have a little bash here first. Rightio, let's give it a whirl.
You are at a capture point. Stand in the center to hold the area. Enemy targets uncensored. Any Voth in the center of the capture point must be defeated to hold the point.
Anybody else? Where's that coming from? There, no. Oh, this is artillery, isn't it? What can I shoot? Oh. I have allies. Where is it? There it is. Nice. Captured it. Surprise experience, but word that reveals the barbarism of the mammals. They commit heinous crimes against one another. Right, okay. Right, I've done the best I can. Date ready. Our gods are here. Right here. Right, we have assisted as much as we can, Commander. We have to go to sphere space in the contested zone. Go to the Undying Space Battle Zone. What? Energize 3 beam. Right. Defeat Voth around control towers. Yeah. And just go somewhere. Right. Begin a step between the stars. There's a lot of activity here in Joint Command, sir. The entire fleet must be mobilized for something big. The rest of the senior staff is being briefed in another area. Our orders are to meet with the Chief Logistics Officer. Speak with the Chief Logistics Officer. Understood? I'll find the Chief Logistics Officer. Okie dokie. Right there in front of me. Oh, hello.
You're just in time. Please follow me to Sub-Commander Cole.
Understood. I'll go to Sub-Commander Cole. Yeah, you should have seen it inside the sphere. I was lost, just fighting any random Voth ship. It's quite crazy in there, you know? Oh, not one for chit-chat, are you? Okay. Yeah, maybe next time you don't hail in the middle of a battle, so I can actually read or listen to the hail. No? Okay.
Good to see you again. Nellen Exel, the Voth scientist who joined your crew, has provided information vital to our understanding of the sphere's operation. We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space. There is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star.
Go on.
Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Understood. I'll listen to Tuvok's message.
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet moving toward the station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Our last contact with them indicated that they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
Close distress signal and speak with Sub-Commander Carl.
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains, please return to your
Tuvok and
ships.
Koopa are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100 kilometers above the surface of the star.
Okay.
Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation. With your permission, we can help your engineers set up a temporary modulation for your shield frequencies that should allow your ship to travel that close to the sun safely.
Very good. I'll speak with the logistics officer. Wonder if they're going to give me metaphasic shields. That would help me. Alright.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station. Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station.
Where should the George Hammond go after I'm on the station?
We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Your goals on the station are to find Admiral Tuvok, assist him to shut down the sphere's jump capabilities, and then retreat before the Voth fleet arrives. Do you have any questions?
If the George Hammond is with the fleet, what's our escape plan?
Admiral Tuvok traveled to the station in a new starship, specifically designed to withstand the conditions there. The Dyson has reported some technical issues, but they should still be in transporter range. It will be standing by to assist you when you've completed your mission.
Understood. I'll return to my ship. Yep. 5 the beam. Energize. Captain, we are approaching the surface of the star. The modifications to our shields are holding off the worst of the effects, but they won't keep us safe for long. We are already losing subsystems to the heat and the radiation. I can keep us flying for now with emergency backups, but more systems are going offline by the minute. It's only a matter of time before we lose something critical. The George Hammond will hold together, plot a course for the station best possible speed. Give these a scan.
Scanning in progress.
We can't establish any communications with the station, Admiral. Initiate scans indicate that nearby solar flares are interfering with our frequencies. It is possible for the George Hammonds to repair the nearby solar flare inhibitors that should allow us to contact the station. Very well, we'll repair the solar flare inhibitors, then contact Admiral Tuvok. Lost power to turbolifts. That one's like inside a solar flare.
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Understood. I'll be there soon. Captain, the ship will suffer irreversible damage if we stay this close to the sun. We can retreat, perform critical repairs, and then rejoin the fleet against the Voth. What are your orders, sir? Support the fleet once I leave. Understood, sir. We'll take good care of George Hammond while you are gone. Are you prepared for transport? I suppose so.
Greetings. I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello. I'm Dr. Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault.
What can you tell me about the station?
There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. The release of the Omega particles needed for this reaction would be catastrophic.
How many Voth are between us and the control room?
More than the 2 of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds, if we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah. Carl mentioned you had a ship in orbit. Could they help?
I have attempted to hail them, but received no response. The ship's shields and hull plating are designed to withstand the extreme amounts of heat, pressure, and radiation generated by this sphere's star. However, it is a prototype vessel on its first voyage. There were several unexpected system failures. The communications array must be among them. The ship has retreated to a safe location to make repairs. Until they are able to complete them, they will not be able to assist us.
Well, then our best option is to make our way to the generator room.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
Wow. I'm guessing he's dead. No wounds are fatal. Check a couple more, you never know. Alright, let's go.
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
Or we could accidentally set it off with a scan.
The pilot of this battlesuit may have been killed in the fighting. However, we do not know what else we will find on this station. We must move forward. The trapped Voth will be attempting to circumvent my modifications. What do you suggest?
Yeah, go with that one. Watch your back.
Voth! Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something.
Remain calm, Doctor.
Yeah. Don't panic.
The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
Right, then let me grab this trionium first.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other 2. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Okay. Yellow first, red's to my right, and blue to left.
That looks right. That looks right. That did it.
Well, it doesn't take a
The final
genius.
console is unlocked.
I did pass nursery. I know my colours. Whew, toasty. Oh.
This does not bode well. By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location. They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
I'll talk to Cooper then. Cooper! Here, boy!
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second. And I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here. I'm not like you and Tuvok. I'm much too important to die here.
Alright, calm down. We'll all get out of here alive if you help us.
My help? What could I do? You and Tuvok have done everything so far. I don't even know how to use a phaser. I just want to go back to my lab. I was never meant for field work.
Tuvok said no one knows this technology better than you. You can do this, Cooper. Trust me.
Tuvok said that? Well, maybe. I might know the technology, but I don't work well under pressure. I need time and space to think, and I need to be able to do my work without fear of being killed. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Cooper, look, I believe in you. You can do this.
All right, I'll try. If we're here, and the station's defenses are active, but we're not under attack. But if that's the case, wait, I can do this. Just give me a moment.
Do it. Come on, buddy.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans. If I can just try that... Yes, I have it.
Alright.
I've done something. I'm not ready for what's being thrown at me here. Maybe I could activate the beams or something else?
Allow me, Doctor. Fascinating. With this exposed, I can manually activate the defenses in the next room. However, there is another possibility.
What is it?
Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them. I can activate beams of energy that will shoot down in set periods of time. I do not have any further control than that. But you could lure some of the Voth into the beams. The beams are quite deadly, so I would advise keeping your distance. This would be our easiest option against the Voth, but if we are not careful, we could be caught in the beams. Would you prefer I activate the beams?
Tell me more about the swarmers.
I can alter the programming of the security swarmers that normally patrol this area. They will attack the Voth, but they also will attack us if there are no other targets. The swarmers will provide a distraction for us, but they could also be a liability. Do you want me to activate the swarmers?
And what are our odds if we have no defenses to support us?
Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
It's not recommended to approach the next encounter without Cooper's help or extremely high quality equipment and consumables. Okay. Alright, tell me. Let's do the beams.
I can activate.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Beams it is. Mate, those Polaron beams.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself. Voth commanders are approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
Alright, here we go. Right.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
Ooh. Nasty. Alright, you dead?
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine. The Voth can't get in. You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
Okay.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space.
Oh, chilling.
My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result.
Try to contact the Dyson again. They can transport us across.
No response. According to my readings, there is no method of direct access. Unless your ship is within range, we are stranded.
Well, I'll try and hail the George Hammond. There is no response. Alright, nothing. Should we wait for Cooper?
I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those EV suits over there. They have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should?
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
Okay.
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Come on, Cooper, get in the suit.
Do you really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have to do. I really can't stand any more stress. I have no idea why Admiral Tuvok chose me for this project. I'm not trained for field work. If I get home alive, I'm writing a letter to the Federation Science Council. I'll file a formal complaint.
Do you want to be alone with when the Voth return? Is there another reason why you won't go? Are you sabotaging us? Doctor, we need you with us. We cannot go without you.
I know. But flying over a star? It's crazy. I don't even like using the holodeck. All I can think about is how I'm going to burn to a crisp and die horribly, away from everyone I care about.
I need you to be confident. You will not die. I will help you.
Well, I've seen the stories about you. You've been through a lot for one captain. If you can do this, maybe I can too. I'll get my EV suit. Let's go.
Good man. Right, you'll be fine.
Click here to activate your EV suit. This will protect you from environmental hazards.
It says click there, but there's nothing there. There we go.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
Oh, I'm stuck. Rather toasty here, isn't it?
There is a large piece of debris blocking the station's entrance. There is a large amount of debris blocking the entrance. It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. I can scan the area for anything that may be of use.
Good idea.
There are two objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically a miniaturized communications device. We could use it to detonate the mortar remotely.
You get the communicator, I'll get the payload.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges. door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
There's always something, isn't there?
I will establish a shield.
It's not easy flying around as jetpack.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
Your EV suit does not protect you in combat. Re-equip your body armor now.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I think the station's defenses are activating.
We should move forward before more defenses activate. Use caution. The Windows shields are malfunctioning in this area. The shadows of those consoles should provide a measure of safety.
Toasty. I thought I would try, but no.
The shields will hold. Our destination is ahead.
Well, I was cut, roasted, and stuffed then, wasn't I? It's all good, though. It's all good.
We must power down the room's shielding to access the control panels. The doctor and I will continue our work while you disable the lower panels.
Whew.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission. The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
Well, why, thank you.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good. The gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
Wow.
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth will return in force. We have to do this now. There is no other option.
It's time to shut it down. The risk is too high. We can't open another gateway. Wow. It's a toss of a coin, really, isn't it? We don't want the Voth to jump away the Dyson sphere, but we also don't want the gateway to activate. But which one's worse? The mega particles scattering around so we can't use warp drive? Let's shut it down. Here we go.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes. I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to be locked.
You can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
Time to run. No.
We're going to die! We're going to die!
Just keep moving. You okay there, Tuvok? Go on, Tuvok. There's no time to hide in the corner. Bye, guys.
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word.
Beam up. Energize. Don't know about Tuvok or Cooper. Okay. Oh, nice.
Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Understood. Let's see what the ship can do.
Engage your ship's special functions by clicking here.
There are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If my readings are correct, it is passing into another Dyson sphere, this one deeper in the Delta Quadrant. If the Voth are allowed to enter another sphere, they will try to claim it, as they have fought to claim this one.
Well, no time like the present. Enter the gateway.
Navigational readings indicate that we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Jenolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus.
The Jenolan Dyson sphere?
This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Jenolan in 2294. The USS Enterprise D rescued Montgomery Scott, a survivor of the Jenolan 75 years later. However, it now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location with the gold inside.
Interesting. What is the status of the gold?
I am detecting disabled systems on the gold, but there is no weapons damage. Also, sensors indicate that the Voth Dreadnought has its weapons armed, but has not fired. What do you suggest?
Hail the USS God. Find out what they know. I love it, right? I got a new ship, and I've used more other people's ships than my own ship.
Thank the prophets. I knew someone would find us. We were on a routine survey in the Jenolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and...
We're here now. You're not alone.
My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived.
The sphere did move, but we can help you return home.
Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that.
Explain everything that has happened with the Voth and the Solanae Dyson sphere.
Another Dyson sphere? It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed and then simply stopped. Didn't see us as a threat. The ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there. They're ignoring us. I promised my crew we'd get home. If you could send over a team with some spare components, I can get this ship ready to travel.
Aye, we'll transport over a few of our engineers to help.
I have extensive experience with the Voth. While they are arrogant, it is not like them to completely ignore a potential threat. It may be that they sense a greater danger. I suggest we approach and attempt to hail them. Voyager found that some Voth were open to negotiation. We should make every attempt to find a peaceful solution.
I agree. Right. Plot a course for the Voth ship. Full impulse. Whoa, gonna crash into the fucking thing. Hello.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we... You're not...
And I'm dying.
Cooper.
God damn it. When did the Undine get involved? Oh, good grief. I had a dodgy sense about that guy.
Captain, the Undine outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
Wow. Talk about a warm welcome.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
Finally, a worthy adversary for my new ship.
Man, the shields on this ship are proper strong.
This vessel cannot defeat them alone.
This ship can take it.
I have experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
The Lieutenant's here to provide any assistance you require.
Might be held in like a track doing or something. Rightio. Could use some more reinforcements. go. Oh, these dreadnoughts, they take a pound, don't they? One down. One to go. Where is it? There it is. There it goes. Anybody else for the grinder?
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way.
Sherlon True, Captain Tia. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant.
Congratulations on a successful mission. Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure Command will contact you when your presence is needed.
I don't believe the Republic has the authority to do that.
No, this ends now. Our generosity to the Romulans can only extend so far. The Klingon Empire claims this Dyson sphere as its own. Starfleet and the Republic would be wise to keep their distance. Or else.
Well, the Solanae Dyson sphere is controlled by an alliance. Why would this one be any different?
Oh? Are you prepared to back that statement with action? The Klingon Empire has restrained itself again and again in an attempt to maintain this alliance with the Romulans. I think it's time I remind you of what happens when a Klingon loses patience.
Now, remain calm.
Fighting over this sphere is not an option. It would divide our strength. Precisely what would benefit the Undine. The Voth chose to fight instead of cooperate. They were destroyed. We can choose not to be enemies. It is time we did so.
Well, Corin?
The Klingon Empire will not sit and wait while the Federation and Romulans continue to claim these powerful weapons for themselves. This conversation is not over.
Well, very well. And you, Commander Jurak.
The Romulan Republic will continue to take responsibility for areas within our jurisdiction, but I do not wish to cause a rift in what has been a successful joint action.
Continue.
However, I will not be put in a position where I must choose between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We have agreements on both sides that must be honored. Sub-Commander Cole can handle the details. I am a ship captain, not an administrator.
Very well.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind, an affliction that I did not even realize was there. He was influencing me. He used the psychic abilities of the Undine to influence my thoughts, and the results are an effect of my failure. I should have been able to detect it.
God, that scared the crap out of me. Oh dear. Well, we must look forward. What now?
We have fulfilled our mission to neutralize the jump capabilities of the Solanae sphere, only to open up a gateway that the Undine can now use to reach our space. They will no longer have to create rifts from fluidic space. Was this Cooper's plan all along? I suggest we return to Sub-Commander Cole. We must attempt to save the fragile peace of the Alliance.
Okie dokie, Admiral. Report to Sub-Commander Cole.
The sphere is under Federation control.
This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jurak is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
To be continued. A step between the stars. I could not have anticipated all of this, Admiral. I feel for Admiral Tuvok, but I was fooled by Cooper's disguise as well. Tuvok and I will begin working on the next steps. We need to get everyone to sit down together and discuss what we should do before we start shooting at one another. I will contact you for your aid once we have concrete plans. You can rest assured we will need your help in this. Ooh. We have 2 episodes left of the Solanae Dyson sphere to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this video right here so we can basically finish off the Solanae Dyson sphere in the next video. So there we have it, guys. That is going to be it for today's playthrough session. We have done quite a lot and fought well. We only really had one occasion where we had to use our new Sovereign class ship. The rest of the time we're using other ships. In a minute. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the content, feel free to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers and 200 followers, so it's all appreciated if you do. I've been Dr. McKay. Live long and prosper, and until the next video, I'll catch you then. Cheers and goodbye. Bye bye. See you in the next one.